Sharp Game here, coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of which can be found on Amazon.com. And in this video, P.S. and by the way, before I get started, check me out on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram. Sharp Game. That's my handle on Instagram. So I wanted to talk about there's a lot of people online that talk about how looks and money doesn't really matter. And I just think to say that looks and money doesn't matter, I just think there's some people that's being just disingenuous. And some people are just straight up lying. I just think if you ask most women if looks and money matter, they're going to say what sounds good. They're going to say no, in most cases. If you ask the average woman, hey, does looks matter when it comes to you settling down with a guy, getting married to a guy? They're going to be like, no, if he has a nice personality, he has good character, he's from a nice family, that matters. That's most important than everything else. But they're lying too. I think a lot of people are very dishonest when it comes to how important money is in this world that we live in, especially here in this country, United States of America. I don't know where you live at. Maybe you live outside of the United States of America. But I can almost guarantee you, regardless of where you live at, money is probably important over there too. Because I get listeners from all over the world at this point. So I can probably guess, regardless of where you live, that money and looks is very important, especially money. But you got people here in America, women, that are lying to you. You got guys that are supposed to be relationship gurus, that's supposed to be in the personal development. They're lying to you. They're telling you that money doesn't matter. They're telling you that looks doesn't matter. And I'm here to tell you that that's just not true. They're lying to you. Now, and see, in a previous video, this is the problem. This is why it took me so long to do anything big, because I was being lied to by a lot of people, and I had to find my own way around the chaos. I had to navigate around the chaos because everybody's lying. You turn the TV on, they're lying to you. People around your family, they're lying to you. Your friends, some of them are lying to you. Everybody's lying. This is why people that want to do great things, in most cases, they will never accomplish it because everybody's lying. People don't want to hurt your feelings. People, they want to do things that's in the best interest of themselves. I mean, at some point, I don't care about getting my feelings hurt. I just want results. I want the results that I want. And the funny thing is, what amazes me sometimes, fascinates me sometimes, if you have guys that are actually listening to what women are saying today, they're actually betting on women. They actually believe what women say today. And that's really fascinates me. It really does. Why are you even paying attention to anything the average woman is saying? Is that could whatever they're saying, that could change tomorrow or next week, 2 weeks from now. If I'll challenge you. I'm going to challenge you. Go out and talk to your woman, your girlfriend, your wife, or some whatever woman you're close with, and just bring up topics about anything that interests them, anything that interests you, and ask them where they stand. And I can almost guarantee you, if you wait 2 weeks, a month from now, and you bring up the same topic, I can almost guarantee you she's going to change her stance. So this is why you don't really take a lot of stuff that they say seriously. Take it with a grain of salt, because you can't really rely on the average woman's stance on very little. So why are you even taking them serious? You know, look, there's always an exception to the rule, but the average woman, looks does matter. If a woman looks at you walking down the street, if you're at church, you're at the job, you walk in there, you're dressed nice, and if she makes a pass at you, or if she walks up to you and asks you your name, you why do you think she's doing that? Because she likes what she saw when you walked through the door. So looks does matter. If looks didn't matter, she wouldn't have on makeup. She wouldn't have on the clothes that she wear. If looks didn't matter, she wouldn't have on extensions, wigs, weave, whatever. And at this point, every woman is wearing extensions or weave, except except it's not the white woman. White women are wearing weave too, except for the Asian woman. I've never seen an Asian woman with weave. I'm not saying they're not wearing them, but I've never seen an Asian woman with weave. Not here in America. I've never seen it. The rest of these women, they're wearing extensions and wearing weaves. So if looks didn't matter, why are they wearing weave, makeup? Why they're so concerned about how they look, their body, their face, their eyes, their lips, their nose, their tits, their ass? If looks didn't matter, why would they be so concerned? Why when they look in the mirror, they don't the average woman doesn't like what they see if looks doesn't matter? They're lying to you. You got women that are competing against each other, my friend. They're competing against each other for your attention. And they're telling you that looks doesn't matter. They're just saying what sounds good, because that, my friend, is a part of the status quo. And we already know money matters, because if you're out in public, if you're at a nightclub, for example, and the well-known guys that come in there and people know that they have money to spend, or maybe they have money, just period. Maybe they're well-known guys in the city or in the town. They're heavy hitters, high rollers. And when they walk into the club, where most of the females' attention go? The nines and tens, the dimes, where they go? They go where the heavy hitters at. So we already know money matters. Come on. I mean, it's like, what are we doing here? We playing games out here. If the celebrities are up in the club, and I'm not saying all celebrities have money, but a lot of them do. They have big salaries. They make a lot of money. I don't know how much money they keep, but they make big salaries. So when a celebrity walk in the house, club, wherever you meet them, where most women, where their attention goes, where their eyes go. Yeah, because they like what they see when they see the celebs. Because they have, in most cases, money, influence, and they have looks. And they like what they see, good looks. Yeah. So see, women are the only creatures that will say one thing and do another. They see most women are just, it's just all for show. It's good coffee talk. That's all it is. Well, that's why I don't really take anything they say very seriously in most cases. And I don't understand why guys listen to a lot of stuff women say. I mean, I listen, but I just let it go in one ear and right out the other because I know in most cases they're not going to do what they're not going to do what they said anyway. You know, that's just what it is. There's always an exception to the rule, but in most cases, what they're talking about, they're probably not going to go through with it. That's just what it is. So I would advise you not to put too much stock into what women say and what they talk about because it's just, it's just a waste of time in most cases. And you got a lot of, this is why I always say, see, you have to understand, most guys are not going to be able to mac a chick down. Most guys are not going to be able to meet a chick at the bar and talk her out of them panties. Most guys are not going to be able to pull that off. I'm sorry. So this is why you have to focus on your purpose, get your money up, and have as many options in your toolbox as possible. I mean, most guys are just not going to be able to pull that off. Most guys are beta, So I don't believe that you, me, or anybody should really have one option of anything in any area of activity. You should not depend on one thing. I just don't believe that. So you should. It's kind of like this. When you're out and about, you know, talking to people, talking to women out in public, you should not depend on just one thing. You should have good social skills. You should have your money up, have your money right, be on purpose. You should dress good, smell good. You should be in shape. Or if don't, you should not be. You should maybe you got to go to the gym. You should eat right, all that stuff. You should be comfortable in your own skin because you just never know who you're gonna meet out there. And there's some guys will say, well, a lot of guys don't have to have all the tools that you're talking about. And you're right. Some guys can look any way they want and still pull it off, still bag the baddest chicks. But you might not be able to do that. And that's just what it is. Is it fair? No. I don't think it's fair, but that's just what it is. I mean, if you don't have a certain skill set, that's just, you're only gonna get what you basically represent, or and it's based on your skill set. What you put in is what you get out, basically. So everybody's not equal out here. We've been created equally, but when you come out of your mother's womb, forget about it. It's different levels to the game. So that's why you should not depend on just one thing. You should be good in a lot of different areas. You know? It's like you should know your strengths and your weaknesses. Just like I know my strengths and my weaknesses. I'm a good listener more than anything else. I listen more than I talk. I'm a very creative person. Very attention to details. Someone can show me how to do something one time, once or twice, and I'll pick it up easily. But that's my skill set. Your skill set might not be like that. You might not be well versed like that in a lot of different things. And that's okay. But the idea is to be well rounded. Just like I'm able to talk about almost anything. Not necessarily in deep details, but I'm well rounded. I can talk about anything. And that's only because of my life experience. And a lot of women, they like that. That's a sign of intelligence. And I suck them in like that. They want more. They want to get close to me. They want to, you know, sometimes pick my brains, see what I'm all about. So I look at it like the more skills you have, the more you can attain in life. And this is much bigger than just women. This is just it's like a lifestyle. That's what this is all about. Women just come by default. That's all. If you're a mover and a shaker, if you're the type of guy that you got your shit together, you don't have to worry about chasing women. They'll be chasing you. They'll be campaigning for you. That's what it is. See, today the game has kind of changed for a lot of guys, because I remember when I was growing up, not even when I was growing up, I'm talking like 10 years, 20 years ago, women would do most of the pursuing. But today, a lot of these feminists are telling these feminist types of women are telling women that no, let the man do the chasing, let him do the pursuing. But no, and the problem with that kind of advice is when these feminist way types of women tell the average woman that you should let the man do the chasing. Most women aren't going to be able to pull that shit off. Most of these women are going to end up lonely and desperate. see, the problem with a lot of advice that's being given today is people give advice based on their experience solely. There's some things that I've experienced. I know most guys aren't going to be able to pull it off. That's why I don't teach it and I don't talk about it because it's not duplicatable. You see, that's the mistake that a lot of males and females made, including myself at one point. I was telling people to do shit, and I knew they couldn't pull it off because they're not me. And a lot of these feminist women are doing the same thing. They're telling women they should behave in a certain type of way. They're telling women they should You should not have sex with a guy or go visit a guy or take a trip with a guy until he's paid some of her bills. Most women aren't going to be off. That's just not. That's not realistic. That's just not realistic at all. I mean, they're telling women that, hey, if the guy doesn't want to, if the guy really wants to see you, he'll pay your flight and pay everything in advance and pay some of your utility bills if you have to take off for work. That's just most women aren't going to be able to pull that off. That's not being realistic. That's in a kind of like probably less than 10% women will be able to pull that off. That's so some of us we give bad advice to people online and offline. I see. We're telling people to do stuff that we know they can't pull off. And this is why I always say it's a lot of lies out here. People are telling people to do stuff and they don't even know what type of person they're really talking to in most cases. You know? So we just live in a different time today. We live in a time today where it's like women feel like they can have multiple guys. Be sleeping with two or three different guys. Back in the day, that would probably never happen. And most women would not do that. They deal with one guy. They dealt with one guy at a time. For the most part. Today, guys have multiple guys. And women won't even tell you if they're talking to anybody or got a boyfriend or got a husband. In most cases, they won't. If you don't ask, they don't tell. So, but if you're one of those guys that don't think money matters, go out and get you some and see what happens. But here's the catch though. Here's the caveat. Now, if you get some money, or if you got some money, don't flash. Because if you flash, there's a certain type of woman you're going to attract. And they're gonna 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be gold diggers and hoes. So you gotta be careful. And if you're a cornball with money, that's going to make you a much bigger cornball. See, money only exposes who you already are. If you're a good person, money's gonna expose you to be a much better person. But if you're a cornball or you're an evil, manipulative person, it's going to expose you to be a much bigger cornball or a much more evil, manipulative person. So money only exposes people who they really are. Negative, positive, whichever case it may be. So let's keep that in mind. See, only money is neutral. Money's neutral. Money is just a tool. You can use it, could go either way, positive or negative. It's all based on the person. But a lot of women don't see it that way. A lot of women look at money like money is their power. That's why women like being around guys with money. They flock to guys with money because women see money different compared to the average guy. It's like I don't love money. I love what money does. Money gives you options. But I don't love money in itself. I just love what the money does for me. Gives you options. You don't have to feel like you're stuck, helpless. You don't have to, if you got your money right, or if you got confidence that you can make money. You don't have to feel stuck. You don't have to go to the job and kiss ass. You have the confidence in yourself that, hey, I'll be all right, regardless of what happens. But that's the position that you want to be in one day. And it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't have to happen overnight. Didn't happen for me overnight. That's what I believe every man and every woman should pursue. Be self-sufficient. This is why I created the other channel, the Day Job Bailout Plan. Go over there and subscribe if you haven't. The Day Job Bailout Plan is my newest channel. I created that channel because I just wanted to talk about all the trials and tribulations that I've experienced from getting jobs, from online marketing, product creation, promoting products and services, from opening bank accounts, everything, man. I talk about it over there. So does looks and money matters? You better believe it. You better believe it. This is America. Only in America. So hey, if you like what you heard, subscribe, give me a thumbs up for this video. Go get my book, Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. Go get all the gear. At my website, chooseyourrelationships.com. Bags, hats, hoodies, etc. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.